It's my turn.
It's your time to shine.
Me.
I don't have to talk as much. Yeah, you can do all the talking now.
Yeah, but I've already said some of what I wanted to say, so it could just be a shorter part. Who knows? Plus, we've heard some of the songs already, 15 of them to be exact. Now that I've seen your list, I can tell you how much overlap there was. I was worried about being more than 15, so I'm happy with 10 unique picks on both.
I am happy with that.
Each of your top 6 or 7 were on my list.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how this goes. For people who might be new, first of all, what the hell are you doing in the middle? But we'll have a link to her list. She did her top 25 last week. Now it's my turn. We're going to go 5 at a time, Monday through Friday. Reveal my number 1 on Friday, and then I think we'll do one last video that'll air the following week where we go over what our combined top 25 would be. I've run the numbers. I think it's interesting.
Ooh.
Interesting is a great generic adjective because it could mean literally anything.
It could go either way.
Yeah.
It could either be like interesting, like genuinely good, or interesting as in garbage. Who can say?
Absolutely. So we're going to run these just like the last time, listen to them. If we've played it before, I'm going to try and play a previous or a different version. So we have a few options there for some overlap on my and her lists.
Yep.
If not, then we'll just play it again because it's a good song and fuck it. That's basically it.
Seems fair.
So as I mentioned in her series, this is my pick for the top 25. Other people's picks might be different. If I was just going to take an objective approach, I would change this up somewhat. Because there's a few songs that I have on my backup 25 that I think I would put in there if I was like, well, that's a really well-made song.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't resonate as much with me, it didn't make the cut. I'll give you some stuff going into this and then, save the rest of the reveals for later. I can tell you that I have 3 different tracks in the top 7 that aren't on your list.
That aren't on my list?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fun.
And the first 4.
Oh, okay.
So we start off this whole series with 4 brand new songs.
Sweet. I'm excited.
I don't want to talk about which game was represented the most because I think it'll become apparent. So I'll leave that one alone. I will tell you that on my backup list, I kind of mentioned this in yours. There's not a lot of 3 on mine because I gave that away in your part.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 made my list, but 7 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more are in my other top 25.
Oh, okay.
An unofficial one.
Yep.
So a lot of songs from 3 that I liked, but not a ton that I loved is the takeaway there.
Yep.
All right. No more teasing. Let's jump in.
Yeah. What's your number 25? Here we go.
My number 25 is not from the Arranged album. I just put that up to be funny.
Okay.
And even though this is in my very last spot, I'll be honest, I'm confused as to how this was not on your list.
On my list? Okay. Yep. Nope. It was going to be on my list. It was very close. I just decided I wanted to have a little more representation from some other tracks, so this one didn't quite make the cut. But I thought about it. It almost did. I love this song.
We talked before, because this intro is sort of quiet, although I like the intro part. We've talked before about how songs can be emblematic of their area. Well, this describes the North Highlands to a T, I think.
Yep. And the area is incredibly unique as well. Like, there's no other spot in any of the games that's even close to this area.
Yeah.
This song is really good. I'm a little sad I did have to cut it, but it was close. Actually, I did listen to it the other day when I was putting together my list, and I was like, damn it. It happens. I just remember riding through here with our derp horses. It's a fun time.
Those horses were derpy every time they showed up.
Oh, 100%.
Gotta go higher pitch.
Oh, yeah. This gives me Zelda vibes, too. Like, I could see, like, a slowed down version of this playing somewhere in a Zelda game.
higher. No, higher than that. That's the same note again. You gotta go higher. I see now. I understand. Yeah, this salvages what gameplay-wise is not very fun, but
Oh yeah.
the overall look, the openness of it, the connection to nature, learning more about Gaius's people, all of that ties together in what is one of my favorite parts of the game, even though it's a slog, especially before you get a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you first step into that, it seems neat, and then you start walking around in it, and you're like, oh, God. And even with a horse, it's not that much better.
Mm-hmm.
It's better. It's improved. It's not bad. It's just a huge area. So it's a damn good thing the song was great, because otherwise I would have blown my brains out.
1000%.
I don't have as much to say in between some of these, because we've already gone over your list, so I can't be like, oh, well, I wonder if that was on your... We already know it was on your...
Yep,
or, it was
or not
on your
in
list.
this case. It was close. I was sad to have to cut it. Same thing with Ruhr and some of those other tracks. I was like, man.
Made my top 25. I was surprised. I thought it was not going to make it, but it did sneak into that very last spot.
Mm-hmm.
Another song from the first game is my number 24. Another song that was not on your list, and one that surprised me. I won't say the most on this list, because there are two others that surprised me more, but I didn't think this would end up making the cut either, but I was surprised at how much I liked it.
It's a good track. I've never listened to it outside of the game.
It's on my playlist, believe it or not.
Yep. I like it. I kind of forgot about it, honestly. So, but it's good. It fits the vibe of the game and the stuff nicely.
Apparently I like flutes and piccolos and pan
I was gonna
flutes
say,
and things that
you
get
like
high-pitched notes.
the nice tracks. I'm all about like the battle themes and like epic whatever. I almost never listen to just like pleasant things like this.
Like this part coming up is like in my head rent-free. Because we heard it so much, but I think it's catchy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of songs on the one soundtrack, it has a longer fade than usual. Like, let's play a little bit of the song again, and then we'll take
just
off.
Yep.
I don't know, something about it just it's like the perfect idyllic school life, and since the stakes were so much lower in one, you can afford to have a breezy song like this as you wander around campus and do dumb tasks for Toa.
Yes.
I don't know if you could afford to have a breezy song like this in 4 when everything's going to absolute
the world's
shit.
on fire, but yeah.
But
yeah,
that's
no, it's
okay.
true. Yeah.
Not everything has to be happy-go-lucky. 23. Well, I had to choose songs that aren't from 1 eventually. So we will finally leave the realm of 1 for now. And go to 4 instead. I put the numbers on this. Why aren't I using the numbers? I went to the trouble. For this song.
You did more work than I did. Oh, that's right. Okay. I meant to listen to this outside the game and I forgot, so that's my bad. This is cool sounding.
This gives me very Kingdom Heart vibes.
Oh, yes it does.
So yeah, the rivalries were cool.
The rivalries were neat. And you know, you mentioned Kingdom Hearts earlier, and I was like, ooh, it'd be fun to do like a Kingdom Hearts best songs list. We should do that someday.
Yeah, obviously we can just do the top 25 from any series.
Yes, we should. In all seriousness, though, I'd be down for that.
Kingdom Hearts is a weird one. I'd have to think long and hard about that one.
I was actually going to say that would be really hard for me, but I would enjoy it still.
The top few would be easy, and beyond that, I'd be like, huh. What did stick out to me? But yeah, so there's the first song from 4. Let's go back to 1, shall we?
Ah.
It's been too long since I played a song from 1. I feel like I need to play a song from 1.
We need to go back. So far, I think your list, we've already hit like 3 songs from 1, and I think that's more than what I had on my list. Or maybe I had 4 songs. We're already getting there, and we're not even like 4 songs in.
This is the final one before we hit the first one that overlaps.
Oh.
And I kept waiting for this to fall further down the list, and it never did.
Oh. I forgot about this track. You're going to hear me say that a lot, I think.
Screwed up my box. What happened?
It's unclear.
That might be right. Other than maybe being a little too playful for the military with this lead synth, everything else I really like is being like this, you know, oh, this is serious, this is, you know, metal tanks and Iron Men.
Yeah.
I really like the intro as it were, but then we get to this part later on, and that's what kind of seals it for me. This part's fine. do love that bass line.
It is a good one.
Am I supposed to dance when I go to like Aurelia Fortress?
I mean, the vibe of the music would suggest yes.
I don't think I am. But then I listen to this and I'm like, is this not supposed to be a groove? But
But it be groovy.
here we are.
We be groovin'.
All right, what do you say we finally have one that we agree on?
Okay. Yes, please.
I think it speaks to how much I like other songs from the soundtrack that this is this low. And I kept trying to find a way to put it higher, and I couldn't see anything I would put it above.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you the caliber of what I think is still to come. Not that I don't like these bottom four, but these were all pretty interchangeable. There's 10 other ones I could have put as the bottom four and been pretty content with. This is the first one that was I had a tears, and it was like locks, most likely, kind of, and then This is all at least like for sure's from here on out.
Mm.
So, how about this track?
Aha. Yes.
It's at 21. What does that say?
Where did I have it on my list again? I actually should pull my list up just so I can see it.
I don't have yours in this big document I made.
That's all
I
right.
want to say like...
I'll pull mine up again because I don't remember exactly. It wasn't towards the lower half,
Yeah, it wasn't
I think.
super high either. I want to say like 19 is my guess.
But it's still really freaking good. Like, all the songs on my list are like, these are all very, very good. And, yeah, 21. So
So
right
we're in
around
the same spot.
Same spot. Wow, look at that. Look at that team synergy.
And since we heard it before, I don't care talking as much.
Yeah.
You hit on what makes this so good. It's setting the stage. It's this mysterious mountain range. It's knowing you're outside of Ymir, which you kept talking about in the first game, but getting to go to it was exciting.
Yep.
It's this kind of mysterious but far-flung region that now you're kind of stuck by yourself with this weird cat and you're
And
just
this
trying to figure
robot who
out-
doesn't talk.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. He's out
Yep.
of mana, which happens a lot in 2.
Yes. And you're just trying to figure stuff out. And it's a stressful time.
So if this is at 21, then you know we're in for a ride.
Mm-hmm.
I won't talk during the best part because
Oh, that's crazy.
it's the best part.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Also, what are you doing down here? Get higher. There we go. They can't see me moving things, but I can.
That's what matters.
I also think this was my... I love this song no matter what. It was going to make the list, but it's a way to get a route theme in my top 25 because there are several that I like from this series, but they weren't quite good enough to make this cut.
You're right. I don't know if I had any others on my list either for that same reason of like, this is so good.
Then we go into the loop point. It's just that high note again, and it's like, yeah, I'm ready for more. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what instrument that is in the background with the
Yeah, I don't know what that is either,
it's
but
kind
it's
of there
cool.
consistently through the song. And
Yep.
I love its effect.
It's almost like a xylophone, but not.
Yeah, it sounds different than that, but
Yeah,
sort of.
sort of. Do they have electric xylophones? Is that a thing? They just electrify everything.
They're like the
the
Rock. So that is my first 5. For those who, for some reason, missed last week's videos because you either hate her or love me or just stumbled on it, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing 5 by 5. So tomorrow's video will have 20 through 16 and then so on. I'm not going to keep saying that, but just so we get it out of the way now, that'll be the next 5 coming tomorrow.